Good afternoon. I'm from the Advertiser and Chronicle.
Just a moment, please, sir.
I was wondering if I could have a list of the mourners. Good afternoon. In those far-off days, I worked, or pretended to work, as a junior reporter in a small country town. It was a way of life, as my editor was constantly reminding me, to which I was spectacularly unsuited. I was miserable. I hated the job. And it hated me.
I haven't got it!
It was absolute purgatory. I was a defeated, unhappy, middle-aged man of 22. The only oasis in my desert was Davenport's café, behind the market square.
Evening, Henry. My, you do look off colour.
Been to the morgue again?
Oh, never mind. Have a cup of tea.
There have been 4 beauties in my life. The 4th was still to appear, but the other 3 were Mrs. Davenport's daughters.
Hello, Henry.
Tina was the youngest.
Hello, Henry.
Sophie was the one between.
Hello, Henry.
And Christabel was the eldest. The extraordinary thing about them was that they looked so unlike each other. One could imagine Mrs. Davenport in various moments of abandon conceiving her youngest daughter by a nimble Italian waiter, the middle one by a red-headed Irishman, and the eldest by a giant Nordic open-air fiend. No, innocent as I was then, I doubted that their mother had ever been the passionate sort. And as for Mr. Davenport, he disappeared long before I ever met his daughters.
Hello. Christy. Henry doesn't mind. Do you, Henry?
No, of course not.
That was Ronald Armitage. He has to be home early because he's studying accountancy by correspondence. He'd much rather stay, poor thing.
Yes, I suppose he would.
He works terribly hard. He's going to be very rich someday. When he's old and it's too late.
Christy, are you,
Am I what?
are you and him?
Me and Ronald?
Just wondered if
Yes?
if you went out with him.
With Ronald Armitage? Mind you, this evening I did drop him a hint, but only because I wanted him to take me to the new talkie at the picture drome. I thought he might ask me, but he just pretended not to catch on. I think he's afraid of his parents.
Huh. You can tell that by looking at him.
Never mind. Perhaps I'll go with Tina or Sophie.
Christabel,
Christy.
if you want to go, if you'd like to, I'd like to see it too.
You mean go with you?
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. I'd love to now.
Well...
Henry's taking me to the pictures. The new one? Are you having something to eat?
Egg on toast.
Tina! Hurry up with Henry's poached egg on toast. We're going to the picture drome.
Please.
Who? What do you mean by coming into my room?
I'm frightfully sorry.
You're the escape.
Do you mind talking quietly?
Well, what made you come in here?
I was utterly done, and I had to have a rest.
Yes, but...
I should be eternally grateful if you'd give me something to eat. I've had 40 hours on a bit of bread and 2 raw potatoes.
Well, this is pretty cool. I ought to ring and hand you over.
No, you look such a sport. Do you mind if I grab a drink?
No, of course not.
I say, There's a razor.
My husband, why?
I'm going to ask you a great favour. Do you mind if I use it? Like this, I haven't an earthly chance. Nothing attracts so much notice as a 2 days' beard.
Of course you can.
You're terribly kind.
Good night, Henry. Thank you ever so much. I loved it. I thought it was marvellous.
Good night, Henry. Thanks awfully. Good night, Henry.
Tina!
There were times when I wouldn't have been surprised if the café, with the Davenports inside it, were to vanish like a ghost into thin air. In fact, that was very nearly what happened.
Oh, it's you. Have a cup of coffee. Something to eat with it? Have a saffron cake. I baked them fresh this afternoon.
Honestly, I'm really not that hungry.
Come on, please, I want you to try it.
Actually, I called in to see Christy.
Oh, she's not here. None of them are. They're at Tina's school. End of term concert. I hope they enjoy it. They like a bit of gaiety. There's precious little of it around here.
You see, I've got 2 tickets for the golf club dance. Have to do it for the paper. And I wondered if Christy might possibly...
She'd be thrilled.
That's if you don't mind.
Mind? No, I don't mind. My girls are free to enjoy themselves. They're not tied to the counter here. Henry? Do you mind if I ask you something?
If it's about the dance, you've really...
Do you like it? Do you like my saffron cake? Would you say it was something special?
Yes, I love them. I always have.
It's an old recipe. Cook gave it to me at our home in Norfolk. We used to live rather grandly in those days before my father was killed. Then Mother took up with a very bad lot and we lost everything. I married Davenport. He was one of my father's grooms. I thought he was rather sweet. At first.
Why did you ask me about the cakes?
I was really rather like the girls in those days. Always teasing. I used to tease everybody, especially poor cook. She always gave me her recipes. Well?
Yes.
Do you like your job?
Hate it.
Why don't you leave?
I'm going to. It's mad, I suppose. I've got nothing else, but...
The other day, a traveller came in from one of the biscuit companies. He went mad about my saffron cakes. Quite mad, beside himself. He said they were so good that I ought to market them. Get some of the travellers to push them round the shops. But he said it's always happening. Some little old lady makes homemade humbugs in the back kitchen, or almond rock, or gingerbread or something. Suddenly, bang, it's a household word. They're quoting shares.
Sounds fine. But you need capital.
Exactly. That's what I told him, that there isn't any. Or rather, there wasn't until today.
What happened?
He came in again this afternoon. He said it was all arranged. Couldn't go wrong. He said I should pay back the interest in 4 years' time.
Have you made up your mind?
Well, no, I want to sleep on it. He's coming in again next Saturday.
You will ask Christy about the dance, won't you? You think she'd like to come?
Oh, yes, she'd love it.
It starts at 8. I'll pick her up just before.
I warn you, the other two will be jealous.
Do it.
Posh.
Your mother said I could wait in here for Christy. Tina.
I'm having my own private dance. Will you have the pleasure?
Your mother really wouldn't like it.
Oh, she won't mind. She likes you. You're like a wooden horse.
I'm aware of that.
Oh, he's aware of that. You're not terribly clever, are you?
Pardon?
I mean, what's all this about asking Christy to your rotten old dance? Just to make me jealous. It's such a waste. You could have asked me, and I've done with it. I'd have said yes. Really, I would.
I should have asked you.
Of course.
You're mad.
I don't see why.
Tina, how old are you?
15. I'll be 16 soon.
You're not even 15.
I am nearly. Next birthday.
In 11 months.
I don't see why you're making such a boring fuss.
Don't you think you're just a little young?
I don't think age is of the slightest importance. Somebody told me the other day I looked at least 17. Don't you think so?
Yes, at certain moments I suppose I do.
Waltz with me.
I can't. I don't know how to do it. Haven't got the knack.
Well, you won't be much good to Christy. It's her favourite dance. You're a rotten old pig for not taking me. Promise you will next time.
Tina, you may look older, but you are only a child.
Thanks. Awfully.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
Are you saying you're sorry?
All I said...
I believe you if you promise to take me next time.
There may not even be a next time. All right, I promise.
Thank you, Henry, darling.
Tina.
Must do that again. Not now.
Well, Henry, how do you think I look?
Don't care much for those pearls. They don't go with the frock.
No. Well, nobody asked you to wear them.
Good thing, too. Jewellery doesn't suit me either.
I think I've come open at the back. Henry, be a dear and do it up for me, would you?
Oh, I'm all thumbs. Don't let him ask you to waltz. He doesn't do it awfully well. He hasn't got the knack.
Thanks for telling me. But I think we're old enough to please ourselves.
lost your pearls.
No, I haven't. I took them off in the lavatory.
Why?
She didn't suit me. She's nearly always right, Tina. She's got taste, that child.
She's got what?
Taste! I said Tina's got taste! I think a bit of the pork pie. Oh, and some of that, Henry, if you're greedy.
Turkey?
Mm-mm, only at Christmas. That's what makes it special. Isn't there any celery?
Yes. Look, I don't care what Tina said. You shouldn't have taken them off.
I feel better without them. Oh, look, potato salad. Can I have some, please?
I mean, it's ridiculous. A dance is just the place to show them off.
And a tomato?
And you looked marvellous earlier on. I was absolutely stunned. Christy, please put them on again. Where are they? I'll put them on.
Oh, well, if you're so
Oh, it's a rose. How marvellous. Did you say you couldn't do it?
Well, I don't do it very well, and I don't want to make an idiot of myself and stamp all over your toes.
Then you won't mind if I have it with George Parkinson. He asked me at the interval.
Well, you better buckle on your armour then.
Oh, it's all gossip, Henry. He's as harmless as a worm.
Well, what about this?
Aren't you hungry?
Enjoy your waltz with George Parkinson?
Yes, it was lovely. Did you see us?
No?
You didn't mind, did you?
Of course not. Mind what?
Mind me dancing with George?
Jealous of George Parkinson? God, no.
No.
Not a scrap.
Do you mean you don't care who I dance with?
No. I suppose not.
I'm not exactly flattered.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry.
Come on, let's go.
Where are we going?
Through the park?
It's 2 miles that way.
No, it isn't. I know a path. Come on. Oh, isn't it a wonderful night? I love it when it's cold and crisp.
It's freezing.
Yes. Cold.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. That's better. I feel warmer now. Do you? Henry, I've got something to show you. Undo my coat. It's something you'll like. You said you liked them. So here they are. Henry, there's something I've wanted to tell you all evening. So listen.
We don't need to talk.
No, listen.
I don't want to.
I'm going away.
You're going away?
Don't look so tragic.
You don't mean it.
Yes, I do.
For good.
Not for good. You know Liz Davidson? Well, she's got an aunt who keeps a boarding house down at Brighton. The place is empty in the winter, so we've been invited to stay 3 whole weeks.
Don't go.
Why not?
You can't. Not after this.
A free holiday? I'd be mad not to.
If you go, I'll hate you.
You what?
I mean it.
Hate me? What right have you got to hate me?
All this...
You're balmy. You're absolutely balmy. Anybody would think we were engaged. What a cheek. What a... Oh, my beads.
It didn't really suit you anyway.
Hello, Henry. You're quite a stranger.
Hello, Mrs. Davenport.
Hello, Henry, darling.
Hello, Tina. I bought Christy's pearls back. I've had them restrung for her.
Oh, what a pity. I mean, she was expecting you to bring them in before she went away.
She's gone.
To wicked Brighton.
Oh. I didn't think she was going for another week. I've been in London, job hunting.
Oh, how'd you get on?
To tell you the truth, I didn't try that hard. But I have given him my notice.
Good.
Have you?
Have a what?
Given in your notice. You know, decided.
Oh, no, I don't seem to make up my mind. I seem to lack the energy.
I know. It's the inspiration.
Inspiration. There's plenty of that around here, isn't there? It's positively growing up the walls.
I got out of my trap.
Well, giving advice is one thing. Taking it is another matter.
Go!
What? Sorry, it's clumsy of me.
No, it's my fault.
What'd you say?
Go. Stand not upon the order of your going, Mrs. Davenport, but go at once, before it's too late.
You're right, of course. And if I ever do take the plunge, it'll be because of what you've just said.
What's all the shouting? Oh, it's you. Thought you deserted us.
I won't do that.
Oh, he knows the right things to say, doesn't he? It's a pity you didn't save that for Christy. It might have kept her from going to Brighton.
Careful. She's in one of her moods. She'll tease the life out of you.
She won't get the chance. I'm off. Shall I post those for you?
No, thank you. But you can come with me if you like. Oh, that's if the strain of another Davenport isn't too much for you.
I heard all about Saturday.
I'm sure.
You know, all that really mattered. The best bits.
Very glad to hear it. Wouldn't want you to miss a thing.
I didn't. And from the way Christy described it, it must have been tremendous.
Good God. Do you sisters tell each other everything?
Of course. Don't sound so innocent.
I'm not trying to sound innocent. But there is
What is it?
somebody there.
No, there isn't. Don't try and change the subject. Anyone might think that you were the only person who ever made love. Well, you aren't. Oh, no, you don't.
Don't you want to be kissed?
I'm not sure. I'll think about it.
Kissing isn't something you think about. You do it on impulse.
Might not like it.
It can be very nice sometimes.
And what's sometimes supposed to mean?
Come on. There's no harm in trying.
I suppose not. Why must you always walk so fast? You charge out as if you hadn't a minute to live.
Sorry. Have you heard from Christy?
We had a card. She's staying in Brighton another week.
Oh.
She asked me down for the day.
You going?
If I can find someone to go with.
I'll go with you. Decently.
Playing gooseberry. I don't think that's going to be very much fun for me. I suppose you know she's really in love with a man called Bill Cartwright.
Who's she?
Christy? Aren't you jealous?
Why not should I be?
Well, I mean, considering you're supposed to be in love with her. I mean, after what happened.
Who said I was in love with her?
Well, aren't you?
Not sure. Perhaps I prefer someone else.
Oh, and who, might one ask, would she be?
That would be telling.
Oh, you do fancy yourself, don't you? First you catch Tina on the hop, then it's Christy. Now it's some mystery woman you've found. What's she like? Some raging beauty, I suppose? Do I know her?
Ravishing. Yes. You do.
Describe.
Marvellous figure. In fact, has everything.
Oh, don't tell me she's got bow legs too.
About 17. Gorgeous red hair. Lovely blue eyes.
You beast! You bitch! You skunk! I loathe you! I hate you!
In that case, Miss Davenport, I think I'd better walk home.
It would be much easier to jump in the lake.
Thank you, but I'm afraid I can't swim.
What?
You're having me on. You can't swim.
Because you can. You're so marvellous.
I'm mad about it. Crazy. That's why I wanted to go down to Brighton. I've never swum in the sea before.
Happens to be December.
Who cares? Will you come? I'll teach you, or promise you will, next Saturday.
All right. If you'll let me kiss you.
I'm not open to bribes.
You let me in the churchyard.
Once bitten, twice shy. That's my uncle's house.
Didn't know you had an uncle.
I have, and he lives there. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, Henry, look.
What?
It's a rose. There's still one left, the very last. Ah, poor thing. Pick it for me.
What?
Oh, go on, please. Look.
I'm not in the habit of stealing flowers from other people's gardens.
Don't be so priggish. This isn't exactly other people's. It's my uncle's.
Then ring the bell and ask him for it.
He isn't there. He's in London. He's a businessman.
And pick it yourself.
Oh, you're such a coward. Do I have to dare you or bribe you?
What do you mean?
Don't you still want to kiss me? Afterwards?
All right, damn you. Christ, that's a dog.
It's only a poodle.
That's not a poodle.
Honestly, scared of a little yapping? You are such a coward. It's only that big. Oh, go on.
No.
Off him, Major! Stop! I'm a justice of the peace!
Liar!
Henry? It's time to pay my debts. Doesn't it worry you? I mean that we sisters tell each other everything.
No. Doesn't really worry me.
What will Christy say?
Don't really care. It's you I love.
Really? Well, I love you.
Yes?
I never lie.
Anyway, Christy's all right, really, isn't she? I mean, she's got... What's his name? Bill Cartwright.
Who? Oh. Oh, him. Poor Bill Cartwright. I made him up. He doesn't exist.
Sophie.
Now, the train for Brighton goes at 2:05 on Saturdays. Oh, we're going to have such a lovely day. We'll have fish and chips and Brighton Rock. And I'll take you to the aquarium and I'll teach you to swim.
In December? To kill me.
You wait.
Hello, Henry. I'm afraid my girls are always keeping you waiting. Sophie isn't really ready yet.
We mustn't miss the train.
Train? Oh, yes.
To Brighton.
Have a cup of coffee.
Thank you. Morning, Tina.
Cup of coffee for Henry, Tina. And I do think you might say hello when people talk to you.
What's the matter with Tina?
Henry, if I knew everything that was in my girls' minds, I'd be a very different woman.
Usually so bright.
Not today, she's not. Not today.
Looking forward to seeing Christy again. If it's fine in...
Hello, Henry. You picked a horrid day for your outing.
Christy?
Oh, me. Only 3 weeks and already he's found somebody else.
You're supposed to be in Brighton.
Am I?
You're staying another week.
Oh, really?
Sophie said so. We're going down to see you today.
Well, I hope it keeps fine for you. It was terrible yesterday. The sea was coming over the prom. Bye.
Sophie!
What do you think of my costume? Isn't it the last word?
Christy isn't in Brighton. She's here.
Well, she had a lovely time.
You told me...
Oh, come on. We can talk about it on the way.
To Brighton.
To Brighton? What on earth put that idea into your head? Brighton's miles away.
Oh, that's lovely, Mother, thank you.
Sophie?
Now wrap up warmly after your swim. Bye, Henry. Have a nice time.
Henry, will you take the picnic basket? Bye, Mum. Bye, Tina.
Look, can I have an explanation, please? Picnic, swim, Brighton, where are we going?
It's all right. I fixed something up with a very nice man. He's called Mr. Ellicott.
Fix what? Where? Who's he?
You don't know what you're missing. It's marvellous. Do you suppose Mr. Ellicott's madly in love with me?
Huh?
I mean, bars are closed for the holidays. He did open them specially for me. Actually, I think he's got lovely eyes.
You won't be much longer, will you, miss? I've got to close up sometime.
Oh, just a bit longer, Mr. Ellicott, please.
Suppose you know you're quite mad. I mean, even for a Davenport.
Compliments are flying. Look, I like picnics and I adore swimming. What's wrong with that? If you really want to know, it's not me who's mad, it's you who's deathly dull. You can't swim. And from what I've heard, you can't even dance properly. Don't know what Tina sees in you.
Tina?
She's got a fearful crush on you.
She's got what?
She's practically sick with love.
With me? She can't be. She's only 14.
What difference does that make? That's the age. Did you know she's threatened to run away from home?
Don't believe you.
Or worse.
I gave her no encouragement.
She says you promised to take her to a dance.
That was to put her off.
I can't put Tina off. She's not the putting off sort. Nope. She's deep in. Like me. Tomorrow it'll be empty. Oh, God. Oh, I wish summer would come back.
Oh, Sophie, not again. Sophie? Sophie? Answer me! Mr. Ellicott!
What's all the shouting? Something wrong?
Don't ever do that again.
I can take care of myself. Thank you for worrying about me, Henry. That's better. You've been a long time coming to this. We've been to the pictures. It's Harold Lloyd. What's the matter?
She hasn't come back. She's been gone all day.
Tina?
Oh, Lord. Suppose she's thrown herself in the river.
If you please. You haven't seen the young lady, I take it?
Not since lunchtime.
She said something about going dancing.
Yes, I understand you went dancing with her sister a few weeks ago. Where was that?
The Manor House.
Are they having a dance on there tonight?
It's Saturday, yes.
My God. And you were gone so long, I thought you weren't going to come back.
Any other dances on tonight that you know of?
Oh, there's always one on at the drill hall.
We'll find her, don't worry.
But can't she? You've got to.
Oh, I shouldn't worry, sir. After all, no news is good news. They don't often do nothing desperate.
I remember you saying that to me once before. When that girl threw herself from a factory window.
Ah, but that's rare, sir. Very rare. Well, you best be off home. I'll have a walk down by the river. You never know. I might find an article of clothing. Good night, sir.
Doesn't it worry you? I mean, that we sisters tell each other everything.
Tina, your mother is worried stiff. Come on, I'll take you home.
Don't swim me first.
Look, we've had enough foolishness for one evening. Please, let's go.
All right. You did promise. Just a dozen steps.
We ought to go.
Hold me.
I've made up my mind.
A week later, I went back to the café. It was quite empty. Everything had gone. My premonition had come true. The café, Mrs. Davenport and her 3 daughters had vanished into thin air. As I thought, forever. Quite a long time later, 5 years, perhaps nearer 6, I found myself working in another part of England. It was an hour before sunset. I was motoring through a village caught up in a fold of the Downs. Sophie.
Can I help you?
I beg your pardon,
Henry? Oh, it can't be. Where have you sprung from?
Mrs. Davenport.
Well, it is nice to see you. I've often thought of you. I was meant to write. How did you find me?
I didn't. An accident. I'm sorry I startled you. I thought you were Sophie.
Why? Do I look so young?
Yes. Place is very nice.
I spent a lot of money on it. Fortunately, the saffron cakes went with a bang.
Oh.
I do all sorts of things now. I run a mail order business. as well as the shop and the homemade cakes.
Seem to be a great success.
Yes, it's going very well. All thanks to you.
Me? Why me?
Well, don't you remember the night you talked about inspiration?
But you took so long to make up your mind.
I was forced to in the end. The night that Tina was missing, I realized I'd have to put a stop to your tormenting my girls. Well, do you deny it? Making love to one night and another the next, dancing with Christy, swimming with Sophie, driving poor Tina to distraction.
I tormenting them? What about them tormenting me? If ever a man was led on.
They were really rather nice, weren't they? So that was it. Inspiration and torment.
Where are they? Are they here?
The girls? Oh, goodness, no. They left ages ago. Christy's married, emigrated to New Zealand. Young doctor. Tina's got a very good job. She's a secretary, travels all over the world. Not married. She was always the independent one.
And Sophie?
Gets chilly here when the sun goes in. Do you know this part of the country?
Not well. I'm just here to do an article. Tell me about Sophie. I miss her. I always think I was fondest of her.
Sophie isn't with us anymore.
Not with you?
She was drowned one day last summer. I sometimes think more good swimmers are drowned than people who can't swim.
I'm terribly sorry.
Over there you can see Tollington.
I'm so sorry.
Let's not talk about it. I make it one of my little rules now. Never look back into the past. Do you think that's wise?
Yes, it's probably wise.
It's nice to see you, Henry. Very nice. The girls weren't the only members of the family who liked you. Shall we go in?
Yes.
Good. You'll be warmer inside.